Hi, welcome to HQ Vape and Smoke. My name's Ted, some people call me Ted Quarters, and today we're doing a product spotlight, and we are featuring local glass blower James Lynch, also known as Hicdogg. And we have been carrying this man's glass for quite some time now.
Yeah, since probably about 2003 at least.
Yes, back at the old location over on 7th Street. And this is one of his older pieces right here from back in the day. I have one left.
Yeah, look at that.
It's
a blast from the past.
Yep. And one of the things I noticed about James from the very beginning is he always had his own unique style, and his pieces stand out from a crowd. I mean, he does it his own way, and that's one of the things we love about it, and one of the things that makes his pieces so special.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I'm really grateful to get to be here and get to do this type of work, and it's only possible because of stores like Headquarters that I've worked with over the years that allowed me to get from what that piece was all the way up to, you know, what I'm currently making now. And I try to have a variety of things. I'm just all over the map with what I make a lot of times, so hopefully there's a little bit of something for everybody at some point. So.
Yep. I mean, over the years, you've gone through several different phases. You know, you had the Sherlocks, and then when you came out with the cannibal design, that was super popular. And we were just talking about how the dragons have become popular as of late.
Over time, it's kind of evolved, and I've followed my own patterns and trends, if you will.
Right, and then plus, James does a lot of collaborations with a lot of other very good glass blowers. We got some with Steve H, a great local glass blower that does excellent dot work.
Yep, he's really good, and right here in Phoenix too, him and I have done a lot of work over the years. Super detailed stuff, and he's got things, you know, anywhere from expensive, elaborate rigs that we've done all the way down to very desirable small pendants that are just affordable for anyone and everyone.
And he just came out with earrings too. They're awesome.
The earrings are awesome, and another thing that's just, it's something for everybody. So.
And the dot work and the detail work is awesome.
Very nice.
If you haven't heard of it, check it out. It's great.
We got another collab here with, this is actually a three-way collab. It's Steve H, myself, and then Shaka, the Iceman, who does what's known as his Blizzard Tech. Shaka is known for his Blizzard Tech. And so he did the Blizzard Tech pattern here, and on the skull, Steve H did the Snowflake Implosion, and then I made the Cannibal. And then a very beautiful piece right there.
Only guy that can pull that.
Only guy out there in the world that's making that style right there.
Here we got another glass blower.
Yeah, this is a beautiful little recycler from Davy Cakes and myself that has one of my Cannibals. The pink color on here is a CFL color that shifts from pink to yellow depending on what light you're in.
Very
neat. A couple of CFL things up here like this that currently it's showing you pink, but again, this would be completely transparent yellow when you walk out in the sunlight. So it's kind of fun. So
it shifts as you go from indoors to outdoors. Yeah, that's very unique glass, and it's not cheap either.
Right, yeah, but it's cool. We have neat tricks and neat things to play with when we do this type of work now. So
right, and when we were just at the last trade show, we met Fire Kissed, another good glass blower you did some work with.
I walked in today and saw that you guys had some of the Fire Kissed hand pipes here. This is something that's, you know, available for anybody out there. Very beautiful work.
Yeah, we picked that up at the Glass Vegas in February.
And he sent me sections of prep that I would use to make some things like this Dragon Jammer here, that all of the red part is Fire Kiss prep. Or all the way up to something like this piece here, which is currently the most elaborate thing that I've made in my 23 years of doing this. So awesome. Again, it's all Fire Kiss prep for the red components.
And how much time do you think you have in a piece like that?
As near as I can tell, I'm approaching 200 hours, man hours.
200 hours, plus the time Fire Kiss.
Yeah, well, that's including Fire Kiss time and a friend that came and helped me do all of the horns. My friend, Whiskey Arts Glass, that's another local glass blower.
Nice.
Just came and did horns for days just to help me get through it.
200 hours.
Yeah,
5 weeks of full-time glass blowing.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time behind the torch.
It is, it is.
And tell us something about this beautiful piece over here. I remember seeing this in the
I'm really
Glass Championship case.
Yep, this was in the World Series of Glass at Las Vegas, and really grateful to be a part of this piece. The woodwork was done by my friend Dupa Lux. It's out of Scottsdale, Arizona, another local artist, and he just surpassed my vision for it. I had made this anatomical heart and I hadn't finished it. And one day I realized it needed a cage to go in. And that's when I started talking with him about doing a bird cage. Now this is a functional pipe. It's a recycler as well, where the water goes from one chamber into the other chamber. So
the sick colors on there, the iridescence on there, that thing is beautiful. And the display case it comes with, it's just awesome.
yeah,
I've never seen anything like this. Like I see most stuff come in bubble wrap and carrying cases, but nothing like this beautiful to have your art displayed. And this is what it deserves, honestly.
I agree with that. When you start to get to that level of stuff, it really does deserve a proper presentation so that people see it the way it should be seen.
I mean, this is high-end glass, and this is like the perfect frame to display your artwork, you know?
I agree. And so I worked with the guy further, you know, because that same point, it's really valid. Like these dragonite pendants, they're very small. They might be lost in a case full of glass, but by having them in this beautiful wood display that's unique to this, it helps them stand out in a case.
And it's a good way to show your art when you're not wearing it, you know, sitting on your shelf.
Yeah, it
at home,
becomes
too.
part of your home decoration.
Right? I mean, great work, man. You even got some attachments here for the peak.
Yeah, this is my latest thing. I've been doing some attachments for the Peak because they're just so popular, such a good device for travel and things like that. So I started doing the dragon eggs, and they're a combination of hot glass and what's known as cold work, where I went through and Dremel tooled out all of the cracks in it.
Nice, that's awesome. And then some of these pieces are even UV blacklight reflective.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things that we get to do is we have uranium in our glass, and it makes it UV under a black light.
This radar piece, this is one we've had in here in the shop, and it gets a lot of attention. It's got a Steve H dot work
Implosion on the front. Yep,
yeah,
and the
that
dabber,
one's pretty sick.
The dabber that he holds is removable, and that's another Steve H carb cap there.
Right.
Those were fun, our little robots.
I love that piece. It gets a lot of attention. James, man, I can't say enough about how beautiful the work is, and you know
Thank
how
you so
far
much.
you've come over the years. I know you've gotten a lot of accolades and awards at some of the trade shows. I see you in the trade magazines, and you've earned it, man. You put in the time and you've done the work, and it shows.
Thank you so much. Well, you know, one more time, I just want to remind people, when you buy from a local store, you're helping that store be successful, and that if he's successful, then he might buy some work from me, which helps me feed my family. But that goes so far because it's every vendor that you buy from, it's the employees that you have here.
Right.
You know, it helps. We're all connected, and it helps all of us.
Unity in the
around.
community, right?
Unity in community.
You know,
I love
support your local glass blowers, support your local smoke shops, support your local businesses, right?
Mhm.
You know, help
It
your
makes a
neighbors
difference
out,
when
right?
you do.
You know, I love it, you know. Hey, I want to thank you very much for your time coming
My
down
pleasure.
today,
Thank you
speaking
so
with
much.
us. You know, we look forward to carrying some more of your glass. A lot of this glass is available here in headquarters right now. We're going to be picking up some more new pieces here in the near future. So come on down and check it out, get it up close and personal. And if you're lucky enough to take one home, you know, you'd be the proud owner of some Hicdogg glass.
Make sure to take a picture and shout it out so that I know that you've got it. I love to see people come home with their pieces and
Right.
appreciation for it.
Yeah,
you know.
tag it on Instagram, HQ Smoke Shop, or hashtag Hicdogg.
Thank you guys, appreciate
All
it.
right, thank you very much, and tune in again for other HQ Spotlight featured artists.